YouTube, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I made a cabbage, sausage, and potato soup. And if you would like to see how I made that, continue to watch. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy. And here you guys, as you can see, I have my cabbage. I already pre-cut some already. So right here, I'm just going to show you what I did. And I'm just going to slice it in like thick halves. And as you can see, they're like little strips. But if you want to make them smaller, you can go across like that, but it's going to shrink anyway. So I'm going to put that in my bowl and I'm going to continue to cut. Guys, I have my sausages and I'm going to cut them in like medium slices, not too big, not too small, pretty much like this. And I'm going to continue to do that. I have the total of, like I said, I have 2 packs, so I have 4 sausages in total, and I'm just going to continue to cut those in half. I told y'all it's always something in this video, but here I'm cutting my red skin potatoes. Not a perfect way that I'm doing it right here. As you can see, I'm kind of doing a angled slice or whatever. But some I'm cutting kind of in chunks. If they're kind of thick, when I cut them in slices, I'll cut them in halves. Not doing it a perfect way. This is how I do it. You can do it however you want, but I'm going to continue to cut these potatoes in half and I'll be back. As you can see right here, I have cut some celery. I have actually 2 short stalks. I cut one already, that's in the bowl I showed you. And here I'm just cutting the celery, pretty much. So I'm going to continue to do that, you guys, and I'll be back. And I'm going to just use the rest of this onion that I have. It's a half onion, and I'm just going to make big slices of that. I am mainly the person who loves onions, so I'm not going to use a whole lot. So that's why I just decided to use that half. And right here you see me just taking apart the onion slices, the little pieces. I'm going to take those apart, and I'm going to just slightly like chop those up a little bit, but they're pretty much going to be like big pieces how they are now. And this is everything that I used in this video. Here I am heating up my pot, as you can see. And what I'm going to do now is add my sausages into my pot to saute them. And as you can see, that's what I'm doing. I'm just continuing to stir until I get like that burnt brown type of texture or whatnot, however you want to put it. You can see what I'm talking about pretty much. But that's what I did with my sausages. And here I am adding some oil to my pot to start to saute my vegetables. And here are my celery, as you can see, my carrots, and I'm going to stir that up, saute that. And I did add my onions in there also. I don't know what happened to that clip, but I added my onions. And I'm just going to continue to stir that till I get it exactly how I want it, and I'll be back. And here you see I continue to stir, and the most important part is the cabbage. But I'm adding my cabbage to the pot, and I'm going to start to saute that as well. It's a pretty easy, quick meal. I think the longest part really is the prepping and cutting everything up, but it's not that bad. It can stretch a long way, and I'm telling you, I know this is gonna be good. I've been looking at this on Facebook for a minute, and I told my wife I was gonna make it. But anyway, you see I added my red skin potatoes, and I'm just going to mix all of that in. I did add my garlic and all of that, and here you see I'm adding my Italian seasoning, and I also added 2 bay leaves because one was not like full, so I added 2 because it is a nice size pot. If it was smaller, I would have added 1, but yeah. So I'm going to stir that up. My sausages are now in, and it's just like a mixing process, stirring. So, this arm gonna be nice and strong. But yes, thanks you guys for watching this video. I know this is going to be slapping. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below. If you make it, comment below also, and I'll see you next video.